Hey folks, welcome back to Bama Parts and Ben's Chainsaws. You're back with your host Nate DeForster, and tonight I'm going to show you how to do a intake boot on a Mcculloch A2CC series. Anything from 80, Super 80, Super 81, 850, 800, 805, Double Eagle, or Double Eagle 80 is different. 8200, Super 850, you name it. So I'm not going to bore you with some of the teardown. I already did a lot. I already pressure tested it, found out we have a leak on our intake boot. So now we get to pull it apart. If I can get myself reoriented here. First order of business, like I said, I've already taken the bottom plate, handlebar, and I've pressure tested, took off flywheel, or not flywheel, starter cover, clutch cover, clutch, and yeah, we've got an intake boot leak. So from here, I would pull that's your kill switch. See how it went? Okay, it went up and forward. And you got two bolts back here. They can either be bolts or screws. I've had both. This one's got both. Let's do that. She may be a little difficult. Trying to see if I got my better screwdriver up here or is it somewhere else. So I took this apart in a different area of the shop, like my typical. Not there. Alright, I'm just going to rock and roll with this one, or I'll go get I've got another, like my big black handled one. It's got a nice fat head on it, but we'll see if this will do it. There we go. That one's a little stiff. But there's those two. Go ahead and pull them off. I got a little box up here, I'll throw them in. There's just two little screws back here in the back to your AV mount. It's kind of aggravated with this saw. This one I've had for 3 years. You see it's fairly dirty. And I ain't had one single problem out of it. This is the first one in 3 years. I say that. Carburetor issue. The Zama carbs on these are junk, so I usually change them out for something a little better, in my opinion. Change them out for the wall burrs. But then you got two screws that hold your boot up to your tank. They're right here. You can get them out without moving the carb. They make it a little difficult to get them back started, but that's just one step less I have to take in putting it back together. Yeah. There we go. That goes out. They don't want to come out of the hole right now, that's okay. Go after this guy. That one was a little bit looser. That one may have loosened up. That may have what ended up doing it. Come on. I don't know if this thing's ever been apart or it's been apart a long time ago. She's a little stiff right there. Well, she may have been cross-threaded last time. Well, she got some dirt off in her. Let's see. Well, they may have Loctited it down in there, and it's just being a little stubborn. They're usually not that hard. Oh, come on. We're almost there. There we go. Now this off. Use needle nose and grab them. It ain't too difficult. That's it. It's easier if you pull the carb off. I just don't want to pull it off. just to have to put it back on. There we go. And we will turn her around and go after our front bolts right here, which are, I believe, 7/16, at least it should be. Let's see, righty tighty, lefty loosey. Oh. That one's a little stiff. Usually don't have to. They usually ain't that difficult. Right, they're about like that. Alright, let's see if we can get this guy to loosen up now. I think we did. There we go. Got it. Just got to unbolt these. See that? This guy's got a little spongy. It's just from oil and whatnot. Oil and gas, they'll make them spongy over time. Go like that. After this is done, we should be able to pull our top tank off. This one's a little easier to get to, in my opinion. Ain't nearly as shrouded. It should blow this all out, but it'll be alright. Once we get it back together, we'll blow her out. Or I may just clean the tank after I get it off. Alright. Now, she's not overly stuck. She should just pop right out of there. Oh, no. Sorry. Take that back. We gotta get our choke linkage and everything out of there. The best way I found to do it, start on your choke side, put your mount down like that, and keep pushing her down, and she'll pop right out like that. Then that's how it'll come out like that. Just walk it out. Then you can pull impulse off of either side. She may come off the block. Let's see. Usually a block's stiffer for me. Trying to pull these off. Helps to try to get them to turn. And get them turned. Typically they'll move, and I'll probably place this as well. There she goes. She may leak from there now, but I can tackle that in a little bit. Oh, it seems our cover came off of our old pump. There you go. Yeah, that mount right there is a little spongy. That one's not bad. These two showing minor cracking, but not bad. Yeah, she's a little gross. Wipe her down. May have to go get more paper towels. Seems I may be out. Yeah. This thing's seen a lot of use over the last couple of years. A lot of use. A lot of use over the last couple of years. And a lot more to come. It's not the most powerful of the series by any stretch of the mean. Honestly, I think they're kind of some of the smoothest. The 800, 805s, I think they, at least the ones I've ran, the vibration ain't too bad on them. See how our bottom of her mounting looks. She got a little corrosion. A little bit of rot, but not terrible. Let's see. See if we can clean her up a little bit. Just right around in there. got just a little bit of corrosion. Just using a red Scotch-Brite. See if I knock that down before we throw the new one on there. I think that's pretty good. I said you don't want to take too much material off. That should work. Now, we gotta take our rear mount off and these two guys. So I need my 3/8, wherever she be at. Gotta get it back organized again. I've gotten so disorganized the last couple of days. Been trying to get day 2cc ready to get shipped out to we get dyno tested. I think that'd be mighty cool, so that's what I've been doing. Alright, let's get this guy. Should have one screw up here, if it's even there, and it is not. Leave that guy. There we go. Pull this guy off. I guess we do need to pull the back cover too. I'm gonna do that in just a second. There you go. That guy's off of there. I'll pull this back cover if I can. Let's see, I think it's actually socket. Go ahead and wipe this gunk off. I'm almost partial to leave them the what's called a little bit dirty because it saves the paint in the end. I mean, truly it does. Ends up saving your paint. Paint actually comes back pretty good if you do wipe it down. So I'm not too big on actually cleaning it up. Let's throw these guys. I'll have to set that one over there. There we go. I mean, the actual cylinder is completely clean. I blow the cylinder out pretty often. But yeah, the other covers, I don't wear with them too terribly much. Alright, let's get this top plate off. We should be able to be ready to place our boot. They got 2 screws, one on each side. And sometimes they can be a little difficult. That one's not bad at all. Go ahead and try to get this one. Yeah, this boot was weak. There she goes. That boot didn't have a whole lot left in her. She was getting pretty soft. One screw. This will be our next. We should just be able to pull our top off. Oh, there she goes. Yeah, like I said, cylinder's pretty darn clean. I try to keep it blowed out pretty often. Oop. That washer came out with it, but the other one stayed, so I'll have to make sure on that. But yeah, there's your boot and everything. She's been on there quite some time, and like I said, she was getting pretty soft down in there. So let's get that guy on out. Let's clean out around it. Yeah, this thing is about it was ready to pop anytime anyways. Go ahead and clean some of this other gunk off while we're here. Some of y'all probably think, man, this floor must be disgusting. No, I do try to clean it out every once in a while. There we go. Got some nice baked on stuff right there. I said, not going for perfect. This work saw. It's going to be dirty. Literally, probably tomorrow. I'm probably going to be taking out a tree with it. If I don't ship it off to get dynoed, it may get the call. Make sure our sealing surface is pretty clean. Make sure there's nothing over here that's going to get in our way. Does not appear. So let's grab our boot, because we're going to need some stuff off of it. Need this top plate. I'm not sure. Is that a... Oh, it's just a little cover. That's kind of nifty. First one I've seen with actual little cover flap right there. So let's get it out. You just got to bend it over, push it through the hole. Same way with the install. You may actually take that little flap. That's pretty nifty. I like that. Clean this guy off. She gets a nice tight seal. Or at least an even seal. There we go. I'll try to pull that little cover boot off. That's kind of nifty. I like that. I say that. Is it part of it? No, it's not. Or if it was. Oh, there's a rip right there. That'd be it. That's where she ripped. Or I say that. That's where it ripped off. This boot actually is attached, I believe. It's attached in a few spots. But we'll pull it anyways. See where our boot. You can see where we got a leak. I think it just leaked around that top finally. Seal finally broke on it. But alright, that one should be junk. We'll save it till we're ready. Clean off this little gasket thing. First I've ever seen one. I don't know if somebody just did that, if that was stock at one point. I don't remember seeing one in the IPLs. Internal parts list. I've done a fair amount of these, but intake boots are first thing to go. So, set that right there. I need to get me some more rags. So we want a nice clean cone. That way we can get everything we need to. Yeah, this thing would clean up like a dream, but said it's not what I'm going after. That's not what we're going to do. Trying to make sure nothing gets in there where it blocks us up. It shouldn't. Alright, let's grab our boots. I just bought a 10-pack of them. They're the newer style, which ain't nothing wrong with, just the newer style. Just grab it. That's what she looks like. That's it. Let's try to put, we'll try to put this guy on first. Then we'll do that. So try to do it from the bottom. Oh, well, I guess I should put this little, I don't even know what the hell you call it, this little cover, more or less. So heck, I may not even get it to go back on one of these. We're a pretty tight fit. So we can work her around, get her on there. There she goes. Alright. Oh, nope, that was right. Should put the other one on first, but we can do it from this top side. That's no biggie. So, take your gasket, or boot, sorry. Terminology will get me sometimes. Take your boot, make sure flat side is up. Just squish it on one side, get her started, and then just pop her on through. There you go. Just like that. There we go. Now, we gotta get her popped into this guy right here. Sometimes it's easier said than done. Right, she went right in, so that's good. Make sure we got nothing that's gonna cause us a leak. I don't think that will. Turn around, see if that fits a little bit better. These aftermarket, you guys gotta play with them a little bit. That's pretty good. I think that'll work. All right, let's set her back down. Bolt her down. So, like I say, you got this one's got set up like that. See these two little ears right here? They go in these open spots. Try to get her back like that. That's easier said than done, trust me. Alright. I think that's about got her down. Now we gotta put her screws in. Where you gotta angle these out of your way. See that? It's not wanting to go down there easy. Usually get it to stick just a little bit like that. Think that did it. Alright. Now let's try to get our screws in here without popping it up too much. So they can kind of be a pain in the ass sometimes. But most of the time go pretty easy. Just grab that little flap up if we can. Just where it can seat back down in there. Alright, got that one started. Just grab our other one. Do the same thing. Kind of just work it around where you can get her in there. Little flat thing. See why most people probably get rid of it. A little bit of a pain. But they were already there, so we're going to use it. Put that guy to the side. Like that. Pop our little Gascoigne over it. That little flap. Trying to get back on my screw head. There we go. Like to go down this side first. Don't ask me why. Just do it. We'll walk back over to this side. So I like to get them pretty tight, just because there's a gasket underneath, between the cylinder. I probably should have replaced it, but that's not where it was leaking before. It may leak now. If that's the case, then we'll just put it on there. So I think we'll be okay right there. All right. Let's try to put this guy back on. Oh, I guess we got to put, which I may not, should tighten that first, but it should be okay. Yeah, it ended up being fine. That guy back on there. Our AV mount. You can do this back brace once you put it back on and check it and everything. That should be tight enough. Now, put this old girl back on. Oh, leaking a little bit of fuel. Let's make sure. Turn her back up like that. I'll have to put that in a minute. We'll have to get our choke, or sorry, manual oiler back right. Just a little wonkadonk. Something like that. You gotta get it first. Then, find it easiest, just flip her back up on end. Just like we did before. Go around that guy first. I think we should better put, hold on. Oh, that thing's wrapped up there, but I don't know if it should. I got my kill wire. We'll just leave it for now, I guess. It was like that before. I guess it can go back like that again. Get that guy started. There you go. You'll know when you do. Come around here. Got that guy popped in. So it's still in there. Yes. Okay. Now we gotta tilt her up and get this ear or this AV mount in there. I'm sure there's a better way to do it. I just haven't found it. It's the way it works best for me. I don't want it to go down. Let's see. Get my screwdriver. So we're gonna work this guy back in there. There she goes. There she be. Alright. Now. Alright, she looks like she's actually sealing up pretty good right there. That's nice. Now we gotta get mounting pad going around, which needs to go above our manual oiler. Gotta get it go above. Be a little bit of a pain. Doesn't really like to, so I think it's about where it needs to be. Grab a screw down there, get this side started. I always like to start this side first. There should be one of our round screws of that guy. See that? It's a totally different pitch. guy like that, but I guess we had two different ones in there. Doesn't shock me. Happens a fair amount. So that just kind of confirms that this saw has been into before. This is why you pull the carburetor, because it gets a little trickier. And it's not hard to pull the carb, it's literally 2 bolts, but I'm a little on the lazy side. And it's just faster not to sometimes. Sometimes. Not all the time, but sometimes. Alright, let's see if we can get this guy started. Maybe we will, maybe we won't. I think we did. Appears so. We should come over to this side, be able to see, get this side going. Then we'll check to make sure we're getting a good seal up there. Yep, that side went in pretty nice. Alright, pull that off now. Now I'm gonna turn her around and make sure she's sealing up top pretty well. Appears to be. This side. It's a little tough to see up in there. But yeah, appears to be sealing pretty well. We'll go ahead and tighten her on down. Alright, that one's pretty well down. Go back over to this side. That side's tight. Let's go ahead back to this side. Get it on tightened up. Now, in theory, from right here, you should be able to pressure test it because it should have a seal, top, bottom, and everything. So we will give her a try, see what happens. Only a handful of things can. Can seal, or it cannot seal. Got a pretty substantial leak somewhere. Oh. Boot. That'll do it. Set that guy back in there. Da da da. And yeah, that guy will probably leak a little bit of pressure. Sorry. Pick that back up. Guy might leak a little bit of pressure, but should seal vacuum. Pressure testers. Alright, we're leaking somewhere. Let's find out where. 10 to 1. I already guess. Gonna be in the same places. Looking like it should right there and up there. see where anywhere else. All right, we're leaking a little bit right there. So we didn't get perfect right there. Huh. Yeah, it's definitely not the right bolt for that. At all. Because it's hitting down there, keeping this side up. Wonder would it do the same on the other side. Yeah, in theory that should be the same on that side as well. Probably gonna have to find a different bolt. So let's go ahead and pull her back apart. I will bring y'all back when we get her sealed up, and we'll go back from there. But that's the gist of how you replace the intake boot. It's not difficult, but I'll bring you back. All right, folks. So what I ended up having to do is take a little bit of grease, go around the top of that boot where it meets up with your car body. And about 20 minutes later, we're still sitting at about 14 pounds of vacuum. So I'm gonna call that probably pretty good. That's where I set off. I started at. So I think we're safe to put her back together. So first off, we're gonna get this sucker locked down. Which, let me find my bolts in here. That's not it. Really, these two? Guess it were. There's one. Here's the other. I ain't gonna show y'all putting the car back on and stuff like that. Y'all seen me do that about 100 times. So I don't think y'all need a refresher on that. But this is just a standalone video of how to do an intake boot. There we go. I said she pressure test everywhere else pretty clean. So I think we're good to go. If I can get this guy started. One of these, usually you can get one of them started and the other one will be a pain in the butt. So let me loosen this guy back up. So we get this guy to do like we want. So usually I can get one of them started and one of them be a little bit of a pain. Which way you would need to go. Go back this way just a titch. So here, over just a smidge. That should get us started. Uh-oh, that guy? No, it's still in there. Okay. I said usually one or the other will give you just a little bit of an issue. Usually not too much though. There we go. Once you get it started, you just send them on home. There we go. With this one done, I should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of my 6 back running. Still have one that's, I gotta figure out what I want to do with it. It's got a cracked bolt hole where your car bolts down, so I'm gonna have to figure out exactly what I want to do with that one. We will get it figured out, but just trying to get it figured out. There we go. Make sure that guy's tight. It is. Guess we could go ahead and bolt that guy back up. Since we got the bolt in here. Nope, it's over here. Should go about like that. Take my screwdriver. Then we'll turn around to the front, put our front AV mount on. That should have us covered. I did replace my impulse line. This one gone bad on it. It's leaking. Let's use a piece of vacuum hose. I take the spring that's in that one out and put it in the new hose, and it works just fine. We can get these styles started. They have to move back just a smidge. Come on. Sorry. Trying to make this where y'all can see too. That one's started. That's truly the easier of them, I think. It's that side. This side's a little bit more difficult. You're like, why didn't you change your AV mount? I'll change it when it truly does go bad. Not bad yet. It ain't got too much play in her, and I can always do the zip tie trick y'all have seen me do. Get a little more life out of it. There we go. Go. There we go. That should have that squared away. Now, I will go back to what I were doing. I gotta pull this guy off, which I believe is my 3/8. Just sit right there. Nope, 10 millimeter, maybe. 10 or 11. $11mm. On my socket, pull that guy off. Show you just how big of a muffler these things got on them. You see it. And they up the muffler bolt sizes as well. Get her off. I'll just show you just how clean this cylinder actually is. So that cylinder gets cleaned out pretty often. Rest of the saw, not so much. There you go. Like I said, she's about clean as a whistle. Let's take our can, our block off plate. Now, we'll have to get some of that smudge that did come off. We did have in there. I have to go get my gasket right here. Then I will have to find my little nut. There's a little nut that you gotta put back on there. Somewhere down in here. This is where I put her. A glue. But there's a gasket. Appears to have gone like so. Get her back fitted in there. Nice and tight. Yeah, she ain't like other than that. We'll flop her around. I like that pretty decent. Alright. wipe this guy off with some kind of there. Just get the dust, not dust, but soap and stuff off of it. Don't want that going down in it. But yeah, this is a honking muffler and it's got all kind of baffling off in it. That's why these things, one, they're really quiet for Mac, but also kill some of the performance, to be completely honest with you. Ooh, I didn't realize just how nasty that was. It's pretty gross. Clean up around there. Just a smidge. Ain't, like I said, ain't no big deal. Get that guy lined up right there. And get the rest of it lined up. Grab your bolt. There's one. There's two. Let's grab a third. It does have three. Yeah, they guess lost this one way up here, so that's what they decided to do with it. It's just that bolt. Go ahead, tighten these guys on down. Go ahead and get that one started. Back her up here a little bit, and we can just spin her on around. I should have that filled up. Cool. I should have that good and tight. Now, gotta find my little nut that goes up here. I believe threw it down in here somewhere. Let's take a look. Yep, I don't know, maybe not. But alas, I will find it. On a handful of places. Put all this junk. I'll find it and I'll get it put back on, but I'll wrap the video up there. It's been long enough. There's your intake boot replacement plus, I guess you could say, impulse and pressure test, and we're good to go. So I appreciate y'all watching. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. If you like what you saw, please hit that like button. Want to see more, hit that subscribe button. We will catch y'all on the next one. Thanks, y'all.